So yeah, up next is INTELLIVATION, and Mike Simmons, who is going to speak about integrated roll-to-roll platform for development and production of high-tech flexible electronics.
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me here today. Like you just heard, I'm going to talk today about an integrated platform for developing and producing high-tech flexible electronics. I'll start by talking about the applications that are out there and the requirements for those applications with regard to roll-to-roll coatings in general. This is an area that I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with. It's our first time here at this conference, and so we've kind of broken down, it's kind of a busy slide here, but we've broken down a few different areas, electronics, energy, sensors, and other. And you can see some of the technology areas in there. And one of the ones that's kind of relevant for the talk today is the sensors, biomedical sensors, diagnostic sensors, that kind of thing. And so among these different applications, some of the requirements are flexibility, meaning both flexible substrates typically, but also flexibility in the tool, and advanced automation in the machine with in situ metrology so that you can measure the coatings that you make, and then multiple deposition techniques and the ability to use different deposition techniques depending on what you're trying to make. And then multi-layer coatings with a lot of passes. So you can imagine, if you had like an anti-reflective coating you're trying to make, that's typically going to be at least 3 layers, maybe 4 or 5 layers or more. And so you have to have multiple materials in the machine and be able to run multiple passes, perhaps. Managing particles and controlling layer thickness also come into play with these small feature sizes. And pre-treating the substrate if necessary to get the coating to stick properly, and then patterning. If you're going to make a circuit, you need to have some patterning. So, who is INTELLIVATION? Our specialty is thin film technology and manufacturing roll-to-roll thin film coating equipment. And so we have our R2R series, which is a standardized, very flexible machine that can be used for many different applications. And then we have a development services laboratory too, where people can come in without owning their own machine and come in and do some work to explore the possibilities. And then one of the other uniquenesses of our company is we design our magnetrons as well, and we have some neat capabilities for magnetic materials in particular, which are a little bit difficult to magnetron sputter. And then finally, the laser patterning to create circuits out of these continuous coatings. So we are an engineering and process-centric equipment company. We were started 15 years ago. We celebrated 15-year anniversary in January. We're located in Loveland, Colorado. And I mentioned the machines that we manufacture. A lot of flexible electronics work happens on relatively narrow substrates, 12, 13 inches wide. We make machines like that. We also make them up to about 2 meters wide. And then our machines are equipped with some advanced process control that I'll talk a little bit more about later on too. And then of course the laser patterning. You can see a picture of our facility there. It's about 53,000 square feet, and we are vertically integrated and do manufacturing in-house as well. So as far as these roll-to-roll coating systems, there's a picture of one of our machines here. They have a pretty innovative and unique design that leads to a very compact footprint, but also ease of access. And there's a lot of automation in the machines. I'll show you guys a design of experiments that we ran for one of our projects a while ago that kind of showcases the power in that regard. So with regard to the automation, the HMI on our machines is very intuitive, and automated cycles for pumping down, for venting, for coating. If you have a sort of a known recipe, you can just close the door of the machine and press one button, and it pumps down to base pressure, it runs the process and vents to atmosphere afterwards.